What is going on, mortals? Mortal T here, and welcome back to some more Immortals Fenyx Rising, a new god DLC. Today I am going to be covering the Trial of Blessing for Aphrodite. So let's just get straight in to this trial. Here we are at the Aphrodite's Trial of Blessing. Now this one can get a little frustrating and a bit complicated, which might hurt your head a little bit trying to figure it out. But a lot of it is just to do with cloning. Your Phoenix ability just to clone like this. It's basically just got to do a lot with that. So I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do. So as you can just saw, I put a clone right there. We're going to come back and hit this button. That ball is going to hit our clone and slow it down a bit so we can grab it. Kaboom. Now we're going to hit this ball over to here with Aphrodite's hammer. Well, the charged Aphrodite's hammer, like so. Then we're going to jump over, gather it, and we're going to pull it roughly where this square is. So you can usually hit it up from there. But next we need to get this clone, bring it across. You will be using a lot of stamina here throughout this entire trial. So keep that in mind, just because switching backwards and forwards between your clones is rather stamina draining. So what we're going to do, we're just going to roughly line it up. As you can see, we did put a clone up there, so hopefully this ball will not roll off when we hit this. Yet again, we're going to just use Aphrodite's hammer, which is charged. Hopefully hit it up there, but it didn't actually quite go up. So let's put it a bit further back right here and try again. Boom, hit it up. Switch over to our clone that's up there, which has actually stopped the ball, which was luckily enough. And before it fell off, then we're going to put this ball over here, and then we're going to hit up where that crystal is. So yet again, we're just going to hit it with Aphrodite's charged hammer, and it should, in theory, go in. There you have it. Boom. Once it's in, it's going to burn all these seeds in here, which is awesome. Next, we're going to leave our guy here, switch to our other clone. We're going to come back over here, and there's going to be a pressure plate on top of here. This is where we need a clone to be because it activates all these fans. Switch to our other clone, pull the lever, switch again so we activate these fans. A ball will roll down, come across the fans, and hit this seed right here. And it's going to burn it. And then we can just fly across and use the jump pad to get over to the next stage. So we get the next checkpoint. At this stage, mortals, we can actually go for the optional chest, which is up there. I'm going to be showing you exactly how we can do that. So we're going to come all the way across. We're going to ignore that button for now, and we're just going to run all the way here to where this purple dot is in the air, and we're just going to put our clone right here. This is where the ball is going to appear, so we need something to stop it falling off. Then we come back to the button, we activate it, we'll see the ball roll down. It should hit our clone and stop it. Then we're just going to transfer to our clone, keep our ball here. We're going to run up here. We're going to smash these boxes to get them out the way. Like so. Boom. Then we're going to switch. We're going to take our other guy all the way back over here. We are going to pick up our clone, and then we can just push it through this portal. Now, I bet a lot of people didn't know that you can actually push your clone through the portal so you can actually get up here. And as you can see, there is no other way that you'd possibly get up here. At this point, we're just going to keep this guy right here. Now we need to push this ball all the way up and through this portal. So we're just going to use the normal Aphrodite's hammer to get it through. So, kaboom! Like so. Make sure it does go through. Sometimes it just gets stuck like it did there. But if you want, you can just push that through like that. It's going to go to the other side. It should hit our clone right here. But it didn't. It managed to go around it. But luckily enough, we just caught it. We need to be able to be there to catch this before it rolls off. That's the reason why you need to put your clone through the portal, because there's no edge here. If you just hit that ball straight through the portal, it's just going to come down and roll off. You need something to catch it, and that something is your clone, which you can switch to. But once that's in, the gates are open and we can get the optional chest. Once that is done, we can just switch back to our clone, which is already on the ground. Then we need to do this all over again. So we need to put our clone here to stop the ball. We then need to go all the way back to the button over here. So we're just going to activate this button yet again, watch the ball activate and hit our clone. We're going to switch over to the clone and then grab our ball. We're going to put it on this tile roughly on that corner. Then we're going to switch. We're going to jump over to here. We're going to put this guy roughly about here-ish. So if the ball does come over here, well, it is going to go over there, but if it does, it might hit the clone and just stop the ball from rolling off. Then we're going to use Aphrodite's hammer, charged hammer, to hit it across like so. Switch and quickly grab the ball, because yet again this is more than likely going to slide off in either direction, so you need to be super quick about grabbing it. Now we're going to have to hit it over there, but don't do that first. We actually need to go over here. So we need to glide all the way over. As you can see, there is a checkpoint over here and a ditch where the ball is supposed to go. We're going to leave our guy right here and then switch. We're going to go back to the ball, and now we need to hit this ball roughly to where that clone is. So once you hit this ball, you want to try and quickly change to your guy and just catch the ball as quickly as you can. Try and hit it roughly center-ish, but if you are very cautious, try and hit it towards the right hand side, because as you can see there is a little podium there and it might just stop the ball. So yet again, we're just going to hit this with Hephaestus' hammer straight away. Kaboom. We're going to quickly switch to try and catch this ball and put it where it's supposed to go, which is right there. Boom. That'll get that crystal lit up and this gate will open. So then we're going to put another clone right next to this button, and then we are going to jump up through this gate and put this guy roughly in the middle where this tile. So we just want to hit it through this gate right here. So we're going to use the Hephaestus charged hammer ability to hit it through. We're going to try and quickly switch to our other guy and catch it right here, because we need it right here. We cannot let it roll off. So we're going to use this guy right here, and we're going to go all the way up, and boom, we're going to put our guy right here. So we're just going to spawn another one in instead of going backwards and forwards. Then we just run back to this ball right here, and we hit it yet again with the hammer, but the normal hammer. Try and line it up as best as you can with your clone. I know sometimes it is hard to see. So what we're going to do, we're just going to hit it across, quickly switch to your guy and catch this ball like so. That bit can get really frustrating, because a lot of the time the ball would just hit you, your guy will spaz out, and the ball will just fall off because it didn't catch it in time. But now we just need to hit this ball over into that depression over there where it's supposed to go. Now if you do get this wrong, you'll have to start all over again. So, just use the normal Hephaestus hammer to boom, hit it across, and it should go in right there. And then it's going to burn all these plants down here. What we are going to do, we're going to make our clone. We're going to come towards the lever and then switch. This guy is going to jump all the way over to this pressure plate right here. We switch again. Activate the lever and then switch again. So we activate these air vents for this ball that comes across right here. It should then burn the plant or the seed. We can then jump across and use the jump pad to move on to the final stage right here. So get the checkpoint. There's a place to heal if you need to, and then jump across. So ignore the button, place a clone down here, jump across to this pressure plate. We're going to leave our guy here because if you notice, if you step on this pressure plate, it actually activates some fans down there which we need. So then we're going to switch, activate the button, switch again, and then get ready to grab this ball right here. That is what the air vents are for, so we can grab it before it falls off. Then bring the ball over to here, to this square. Use your guy to jump up here, and this is where another checkpoint is, and this is where the ball needs to go. Yet again, this can be rather difficult because sometimes the ball gets up here, you switch to your clone and your clone is facing the other way. By the time you turned around, the ball might have fallen off. So this can get a bit frustrating because you need to have to start over again. So we're going to put our clone right there. We're going to switch to this one and we're going to jump across. This is where we get ready to hit this ball up and try and catch it. So we're going to hit this ball up and just hope that it hits our clone and then it stops it. So as you can see, I did place that clone pretty well because it did stop it, which is very, very nice. Then we're just going to get this and push it in there. Now we're going to jump over to here. We're going to stand on this pressure plate, switch. Then we're going to press this button, which is going to spawn a ball here. We're then going to hit it with the charged Hephaestus hammer, so it gets up there. We're going to quickly switch to this guy so we can grab it. We're going to put it in front of us because we need to be on this pressure plate at all times, so it activates those air vents. Switch to our clone. We're going to use this guy and we're going to run all the way over because there is another pressure plate that we need to stand on. So come over here and put this guy here. As soon as you step on here, you'll notice some more wind vents will activate. So Immortals, for some reason the end of my footage corrupted for no reason, so you've probably watched up to this part and we just have to hit the ball all the way over here. I have already completed this level and I noticed just before we ended that the footage got corrupted. We just made it over to there. Luckily there isn't a lot to go. So once you hit the ball over and you've got your clone standing here, so the air vents are activated, the ball will just come all the way over and it will just go into this bit here to activate this, which will then give you access to the lever. It will also get rid of the seeds up here with all this fire. What you want to do is place a clone down there, fly over to this pressure plate like so. As you can see, it activates more air vents. Switch over, activate this lever, switch back and watch this ball come out. Then you need to be ready to grab this ball. So it's highlighted, you bring it over here and usually there's a massive seed here which you have to burn and it gives you access to this jump plate right here. And that is how simple the end is. So you just go on the jump plate right here and it brings you to the very end, Mortals. So sorry about my footage getting corrupted at the very end. They're very, very, very weird and very frustrating. But that is the end of Aphrodite's Trial of Blessing, Mortals. I hope that helped you out. I hope you enjoyed and I'll hopefully see you in the next video.